Have you ever felt like you're completely lost in details? I experience this a lot as a music producer. Sometimes I get so focused on the little things that I cannot even hear clearly what I'm doing anymore. And that's when the idea hit me. Maybe I need a coffee break for my ears. And what happened next? I started playing the guitar. In this video, I'll tell you how the guitar became a creative reset tool for me and how it's impacting my music career now. Join us! So how did it all start? As a DIY sound engineer and producer, I spent a lot of time working on tiny details like fine-tuning, effects, tones, and making those little adjustments that hopefully make my music really hit. But often I reach a point where I lose the ability to hear the details of what I'm doing. It's like being in a perfume shop, trying so many scents that you can no longer tell the difference between them. That's when people usually smell coffee beans, because it's so different from the perfumes that it resets their sense of smell. Well, I had to come up with something like that for my music creation process too. Of course, not literally, but you got the idea. I needed something to clear my ears and give me a new perspective. And that's when I remembered the acoustic guitar lying around at home. I thought, why not try to reset my hearing with it? So I started learning how to play. At first, just a few chords and simple songs to play along with. But I immediately felt like, wow, this is something new, something different, in a good way. My goal wasn't to become a guitar virtuoso. It started as just a short refreshing break that still keeps me connected to music when I'm working on music production. A kind of ear reset. And you know what happened? Those few minutes a day added up, and without realizing it, I started getting better. Originally, I was just a drummer or a singer in hobby rock metal bands. So when it came to instruments, I always was in the rhythm section, always needing others to create decent live music. But when I started playing the guitar, it was a completely new experience. I realized that the guitar combined with my own voice could sound like a full musical performance. Finally, I have something where I don't have to rely on others. I can create the entire sound by myself. No more disappointments when someone doesn't show up for rehearsals, or when a band splits up, making all the progress I've made feel wasted. With the guitar and singing concept, I can confidently focus on practicing, improving, and it's entirely up to me how far I go with it. I've been learning cover songs mostly from YouTube. Sure, a pro guitarist would probably notice mistakes in my technique, but honestly, I don't mind. If it meets my needs, then who's to say it's wrong? The musical world isn't about following one right path. It's a personal journey filled with unique experiences, and I truly believe anyone can learn to play the guitar on their own, even starting from scratch. People often underestimate themselves, but with the internet, anyone has the chance to try and learn new skills like playing the guitar. Over time, I realized I wasn't just playing for the ear reset anymore. It became something more. These days in the morning, while I'm making toast, the guitar is often hanging around my neck. What started as a simple break activity has now become part of my daily routine. Even if I have only 10 free minutes, I will sit down to play. Do you have the time to listen to me? Of course, I'm not a professional yet, but I'm enjoying it more and more with every passing minute. This journey has grown to the point where I brought myself an electroacoustic guitar, which you will sometimes hear in my future techno tracks as an extra instrument. The electroacoustic guitar opens up special possibilities like adding effects to its sound. It allows me to create truly unique experimental tones. Since I dream performing my own electronic music live someday, I found another opportunity in playing the guitar and singing, busking. With the BigyiShow project in mind, the main advantage of busking is that it's teaching me how it feels like to perform live for random people. So when the time comes to bring my electronic music to the stage, I'll feel much more confident how to create a pleasant musical atmosphere on the spot. Another great thing, that I can play something cool for those who prefer the classic guitar vocal style over electronic music. Street performances are an excellent way to mix different musical styles and reach a wider audience. And let's face it, as a musician or music producer, finding stable income isn't easy, especially at the beginning. And that's when the idea hit me. Why not learn some all-time everyone's favorite songs? Maybe I could get hired to play live at weddings, events, pubs, restaurants. Who knows? It could turn into a side hustle someday. And you might ask,
what if this plan doesn't work out?
What if this plan fails?
oh man, I'm obsessed with this music thing. I will do it no matter what, whether I get paid or not. That's why I think this plan is actually bulletproof. Why am I sharing all of this? So you can feel more connected to the BigyiShow, and also to understand why I might upload some acoustic guitar and singing videos in the future, even though it's mainly an electronic music project. Another reason why I made this video is to hopefully give you a positive kick in the ass moment. Yes, it's worth starting to learn a new skill. It doesn't have to be playing guitar, it's just my personal experience of how working on something consistently can lead to real results. And guess what? You don't need to be a music producer or anything special to do that. You can start developing a new skill today, just as you are right now. So go for it, dive in, stick with it, and you will see. So go for it, dive in, stick with it, and you will see. Small steps add up over time, and you will go further than you ever imagined while enjoying the journey and the learning process.
Oh, and remember to feel the bass.